This video will be my prediction for Thursday night football matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Thursday night football matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD. Don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about the Patreon if you want more DFS betting and fantasy football advice. All of those links will be provided down below. Welcome back, guys. We're going to go over and break down this game for the Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to give you my prediction in this in particular matchup. First thing we got to look at is going to be the injury report. Right now, we are looking at the Arizona Cardinals. Big injury news for the Cardinals. They lost Marquise Brown, their #1 wide receiver. But the good news, it's not totally season ending. They say in around 6 weeks with his foot injury. But the other good news is that they are getting back DeAndre Hopkins in this game. So they lose one guy in Marquise Brown. They get back DeAndre Hopkins, and they just made a trade for Robbie Anderson from the Carolina Panthers. So they needed another field stretcher. They got Robbie Anderson. We'll see if he can get acclimated in a short time period. He's probably going to get a couple snaps. I wouldn't see a full share of usage from him in this particular game. But Marquise Brown is gone. DeAndre Hopkins is back. And other news on that injury report, James Conner is trending towards being out. We're going to wait on more news for Tuesday and Wednesday. Rodney Hudson is trending towards being out. That's their center. They lost Justin Pugh, which is probably going to be a season-long injury. Their starting guard. The backup running back, Darrell Williams, is trending towards being out. And we got a limited practice from Eno Benjamin. So that's going to be a positive sign for him to get a second chance as being a starting running back. Other injuries, they got Matt Prater still did not practice. That's why the Cardinals were going for it so much on 4th down in the previous game. And for the Saints, they're mainly hurt at the wide receiver position, all right? Chris Olave is going to play this Thursday. Michael Thomas is going to be trending towards out. Jarvis Landry is going to be trending towards out. Andrew Pete, their starting guard, is trending towards being out. Adam Troutman is going to be out for a while. Keith Kirkwood, who's their 3rd, 4th wide receiver now, is going to be out. We're waiting on more news about Marshawn Lattimore, but that's not a good sign that he did not practice on Monday as well. And then everyone else is pretty much safe for Thursday night football. The only other question we need to answer is, are they going to fully gear up Jameis Winston? As of right now, it is going to be Andy Dalton to take the start. So with these two struggling teams here, with the New Orleans Saints 2-4 and Arizona Cardinals 2-4, the only thing I can look towards right now is the positive nature that I'm seeing from the Arizona Cardinals defense. Saints, otherwise, they've been giving up a ton of points. If we're looking at these stats here and going to the last couple games that they have played, these New Orleans Saints have been giving up a ton of points. So we're going to scroll down here. On the New Orleans Saints side, they have given up 30 points to the Bengals, 32 to the Seattle Seahawks, another 28 to Minnesota. It's just double-digit, and they lost to the Panthers. So the New Orleans Saints are highly, highly questionable. The starting quarterback is a backup in Andy Dalton. We don't know about news on Jameis Winston as of yet. They really would need a huge, huge game from Alvin Kamara to prevail in this game. On the other side, I'm going to trust the better QB in this one. We have Kyler Murray. Yes, he's played highly, highly up and down, but he's trying to put this team on his back. A lot of inefficiencies in this offense, but I think they can muster some things together against this poor defense in the New Orleans Saints. They get back DeAndre Hopkins. Zach Ertz is a reliable pass catcher, and Eno Benjamin should be opening up some running lanes, despite the fact that this offensive line has so many problems. He can create catching that ball as well. So looking at this Arizona Cardinals defense, the past 2 weeks, they have allowed 19 points. Very good defensive game. If they would have just kicked the field goals, this game could have been won by the Cardinals. And against Philly, they only held Philly to 20 points. So that was a good defensive effort against the top tier team in the NFC. And Arizona coming back home in this game against the New Orleans Saints. I think they get things right. So if we're looking at the odds, it's pretty close here. You might as well take the -1.5. The chances of them winning by 1 are very, very slim. I think they should cover the spread easily, -1.5. If you're scared of that 1.5, I would take the money line. And if we're looking at an over/under here, I'm looking at a strong defense side on the Arizona Cardinals coming back home. I'm seeing the Saints with a backup cornerback, a backup QB, and struggling to get the ball to their wide receivers. I'm seeing no Michael Thomas. I'm seeing no Jarvis Landry. Everything is trending towards the under. We have another Thursday night football game. Unders tend to go at a very high rate on Thursday night football games, as we can see in previous weeks with Denver and the Colts and all the Denver games pretty much. But in this particular aspect, unless Kyler can get things cooking, I think it's going to take a week or two to get things acclimated with DeAndre Hopkins, his #1 wide receiver now, and Robbie Anderson. I'm going to take the Cardinals to win. I'm going to take the Cardinals to cover the spread, and I like the under in this game. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. All right, peace out.